on Midday at 12:30. We are talking proper etiquette when dealing with the coronavirus and other sicknesses that are all going around. Sally Glass is here.
Plus, we have the perfect place for you to enjoy St. Patrick's Day brunch. This is Midday Kentucky.
Thanks for joining us on Midday at 12:30. I'm Amber Freeman.
And I'm Adam Banks.
It's gorgeous outside.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yesterday was gorgeous. Today was gorgeous. Alyssa, is it going to stay gorgeous?
Nope.
Our meteorologist said it's not. So she said get outside and enjoy it.
For real? It's not supposed to stay gorgeous?
You have the expert right here.
Oh.
It's raining all week. She has her sunglasses on as she's telling us that.
That's a bummer.
It's been a long Monday. A lot of people are sick. I'm sure everybody has heard there have been more confirmed cases of coronavirus in Kentucky. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. I'm not a doctor, but that's my advice.
I was about to say, are you freaking out yet?
No.
I'm not freaking out. I'm just a little concerned. It's made me more aware of things.
Such as?
Hygiene. Not saying that I wasn't nasty
Just
and I didn't.
Keep talking.
No. I wasn't saying I wasn't a nasty person and didn't wash my hands, but it's just made me think more to use more hand sanitizer and to wash my hands more often than I used to.
So it's soaking in all those press conferences.
Yes.
Well, the mask, how do you feel about that?
I don't think that's helpful. I think there's been proven studies that don't help.
We've done stories that the masks are not going to help you.
Yeah, it's not going to help. So, but good luck.
You look cool.
You do. But good luck finding a bottle of hand sanitizer. I've heard it's crazy.
Yeah. The other thing too, and I saw even some other friends like from all over just on social media, why are people buying toilet paper?
Right?
Why is that out?
I don't think that a symptom is diarrhea of the coronavirus.
Well, I don't know about that, but why are we stocking up? Like this is like the apocalypse. It just seems a little excessive, and watch me get it tomorrow and that'll be karma. But there are a lot of sick people, and it's not the coronavirus that everybody's sick. It's just that time of year, the flu's still going around. A lot of people have colds, strep throat. I don't know. I don't know.
I know, and I'm afraid to even just cough or sneeze because I'm afraid somebody's going to look at me and think that I have it.
They'll shoot you. They put them down. I have friends too who have been traveling right now because people are so afraid to travel, and I haven't looked yet. Again, this is probably not what people want to hear. But are the flights cheap right now?
They could be. Yes, it might be the perfect time to travel.
I'm thinking it's time to go overseas. And I know I'm joking, guys, because I know it's a big serious thing. Right now, UK's doing an entire inventory of which of their students are going away for spring break and all kinds of stuff. So the proper precautions are all in there. We don't have to freak out.
I just hope that these people who have coronavirus, when they get back into society and they get all healed up from the coronavirus, that people treat them normal as if they didn't have it before. Because I'm afraid that they're always going to carry on that stigma.
Like leprosy? I mean...
Yeah, I think it's human nature.
It's like a big cold. It's not, they're not going to have scars or anything.
Perception is everything, though. I think the media has...
Let's talk about perception because we have Dolly Parton. Love her attitude. Guess what? She wants to be on the cover of Playboy yet again. The country music legend half-jokingly says she wants to do it next year when she turns 75 years old. She told 60 Minutes Australia that, quote, "I thought it would be such a hoot if they'll go for it. I don't know if they will." Now, it wouldn't be her first time. In 1978, Parton became the first country singer to make it on the cover of the magazine. And of course, she wore Playboy's iconic bunny outfit, ears, and the bow tie. Now, in addition to possibly making a return visit to Playboy, Parton says she plans on still making music. She is not going to retire. I love this lady.
I think she would sell a lot of copies of that.
She just does it her way and does not care and does it all with humor and grace.
I did not know that she already appeared on the cover of Playboy.
You don't have that issue up?
I don't. So did she do nude too?
She was not. She was not nude. And even in her, she was not the centerfold. She was a cover model. So in Playboy, I hear this is how it goes. There's a cover model. He's usually a celebrity or something. They have a spread inside, and then you have your centerfold and all that kind of stuff. For a while, Playboy took away their nudes back in like 2015, brought them back in 2017 because it's Playboy. I don't think Dolly is going to go nude.
They have great news stories in Playboy.
They have good jokes. You
Great.
read it for the articles, right?
Yes.
I listen, I think it's great. I love her because she said that her secret to aging gracefully, she doesn't look that different now than she does on her cover at 32. She said it's good lighting, good doctors, and something else, and a good attitude, and she just does.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'll definitely buy that issue, and I think a lot of people, young and old, would buy the issue.
Well, how do you feel? I don't know how much time, but do you feel like that Playboy is not empowering to women? I mean, we just had International Women's Day.
I think so. I mean, look at all the powerful women who have done.
So wait. I said not. Do you think it is empowering?
I think it is empowering. Yes, I do. I think that it's something very empowering for women to do. So I think you
are just walking on eggshells. I'll just get you out of
more
this
women
one
should be
right
Playboy.
now. I will let you off the hook, Adam. Guess what? Sally Plass is here. We're going to talk more coronavirus because we are not the experts, but she is, and she's going to teach us how to treat other people so that they don't get shunned when they're back in society, like Adam said. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. It is all up in the news. It's all we're talking about: the coronavirus, the flu, strep throat, all kinds of sicknesses and illnesses just going around. A lot of people getting it. A lot of people are sick. It may not be what did you call it? You wanted them to not be shunned, people with coronavirus. But even if you're sick, sometimes we just don't know how to treat them or how we should teach, whether all those ins and outs of all that kind of stuff. We do have the expert who's going to help us. Sally Plass is here. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, nice to be here. So
that was quite the intro, right? I didn't even know where we were going with that.
So Adam, if you notice someone at work that is sick, and maybe you're thinking, why are they even here? There are some nice ways to say, I'm noticing that you're coughing a lot. May I bring you some hot tea, or is there something I could do to help you? In other words, you
can't just say get out.
leave. Now, remember before at the previous segment, we said how far, when you sneeze or cough, how far do you think your droplets fly out into the room?
I'd say pretty much clear across the room.
Well, at least 6 feet. And even a tissue, and I suggest always take a tissue with you. That's one of my etiquette tips in all situations, but particularly when you're sick. Even on a tissue, germs can stay on the tissue for up to 24 hours. So just throw away your tissue instead of, how some people like to save it and reuse it. In fact, I'm a little bit bad about that myself. And another thing about being sick, it's not just about how you pass your germs, but you be considerate of other people and the noises that you're making. If you're coughing or hacking or snorting, sneezing, blowing your nose, please excuse yourself. And if you're at the table, at a dining table, be sure to leave. Please don't blow your nose with a big honker at the table while you're eating and everyone else is eating. Also, what do you think about blowing your nose into your napkin?
Ooh, that's a no-no. Nobody wants to listen to that before they dive into their food.
No one wants to listen to it, but also then you're stuck with that gross napkin in your lap for the rest of the meal. So just excuse yourself, please. Now, what about shaking hands?
Yeah, that's a big one because especially like say in our job, we have people coming, we're going out to stories all the time, dealing with a ton of people.
Yes.
Is it rude if we don't shake somebody's hand right now?
Right now, in this current climate, there has been so much publicity that I would say no, it's not rude. And in some cases where you feel like maybe you're with like a foreign traveler or someone from another country where they would consider it very rude, then you'll just have to excuse yourself and go and wash your hands quickly as soon as you can afterwards. But it's okay to say, I feel like I might be coming down with a little cold. I want to not refuse, but I'm going to not shake your hand.
So it is okay to say that. I agree.
Please.
I agree. Just address it because it's more awkward if you just don't do it.
Yes, exactly. And most people would actually consider that to be really a nice thing.
Yeah,
sure.
You're putting it back on yourself too.
Yes.
You're saying, I'm sorry, I don't want to get you sick.
Yes,
So
yes.
Is there an alternative that you can do besides shaking somebody's hand? Because I know a lot of people do the fist bump.
Yes, but even there you can curtsy. But even that, with a fist bump, you're still passing germs. So I would just say, hello.
Plus, it's not very professional.
I know, that's
Imagine going up and be like, hey, nice to meet you.
That's a very casual gesture, that's
The
for sure.
elbows.
But if you mention it, they'll know. Now, if you happen to be on an airplane with
Yes.
people and you can tell that someone is really, really sick, you can always ask the flight attendant if you can change seats, if there are seats available. If you cannot change seats, I would always suggest taking these little wet wipes with you if you can. Wipe off your tray table, your armrest. But the suggestion now is try to sit by the window, but also keep that vent flowing so that the airflow maybe will blow away some of the germs. So that's a one thing to consider on the airplane.
And you talked about this when we were doing the news segment. Stay home. Don't go to work if you're sick.
Please, please be considerate. Anyone will understand. And I know there are some problems with, unpaid sick leave, but most people would be they would be happy for you to do that.
It's going to save employers money in the long run because
Exactly.
then they're not going to have to shut down because they don't have enough employees.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter if you have a fever or not. And if you do have a fever, you for sure have to stay home at least 24 hours without that fever. But please just stay home. A lot of companies now, they will allow you to work from home.
Right. And that doesn't mean go out and go to the park and go around the store. It's stay home.
It's stay home. That's what I mean, stay home. Even at the grocery store or wherever, I would always use those wipes that they have at the door. You know all those general things, the coughing and all that. You cough into your arm or you cough into your Kleenex, whatever. Try not to, be inconsiderate of the people you're around.
Great tip, Sally. We always appreciate you. Have the best information. If we have any questions on maybe this or any other kind of etiquette situation, how do we get a hold of you?
It's just etiquetteenrichment.com, and stay well, both of you, please.
Yes, you too.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Thank you all. Listen to this. Cover your mouth and stay home. Speaking of covering your mouth, though, you're going to want to open them because we have Chef Allison Davis. She is making some food right next. Thanks for staying with us. Guess what is coming up so soon? St. Patrick's Day. And we celebrate early. The place to be during the St. Patrick's Day festivities, downtown Lexington, whether you're running in the Shamrock Shuffle or you're headed out to the parade. Listen to this. You can stop by the Main on Main for a good old classic top of the morning brunch.
Here to tell us all about it today, we have owner of Dupree Catering and the Main on Main, Tom Evans, and event coordinator Ruthie Maloney. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
I feel like today should have been the day. I don't know why we didn't do green, but I think you guys have it covered very well. Thank you so much for being here. St. Patrick's Day in downtown Lexington is huge, and you all are right in the middle of it. What are you offering?
So we are having our second annual top of the morning brunch, and so if you're going downtown to the parades or participating in the Shamrock Shuffle, you can just come on up to the 15th floor, and we have a beautiful Irish brunch designed by our executive chef, Janie Thompson. We have a live waffle station with some whiskey fried apples, and we have some Irish lox and bagels. So we have delicious food. We also have a photo booth provided by Lex Bash Booth. We have some fun props and some giveaways, stuff like that. We also have a bunch of fun activities for the kids too. So, and it's a great view of the parade. So. Yeah,
and you mentioned this before we went on the air, that the parking is so convenient. And when I'm going to a place, sometimes I don't go if I feel like the parking is going to be a mess. But parking is very convenient at your location.
Yes, we do have a 5-level parking garage attached, and that's included in your ticket price.
Parking is great, but I heard whiskey fried apples. Let's be really honest here. Let's talk about the food, because what exactly is Irish food?
Yeah, it's a good question. They're not really known for their culinary expertise, but they do have.
But you did bring what they're known for.
Well, they do love their beer, and they love community, and so you see in Ireland a lot of the pubs, and so we're trying to do the same thing. We're giving back to the community. We have a great venue and a convenient location, so if we can just invite people in and have a good time, and we'll have some Irish salmon, like Ruthie mentioned, and just a nice balanced menu, and we'll also have some live entertainment, which seems appropriate also.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, you brought some of the samples of your drinks, and of
Yes.
course, they are a beautiful shade of green. Can we expect this Saturday?
Yes.
Yes.
What do we have?
So we're gonna have some green mimosas, of course, for brunch.
Of course.
And then some black and tan, which is just Guinness, and also we're using Alltech IPA. And then we have some like little Luckies for the kids because there's a bunch of kids activities and stuff.
I would order that. Just
Yeah, it's
because
pretty
of the
cute.
glitter.
Yeah.
So it's for the kids too. So it's also a family event.
Yes,
Don't let it
definitely.
be misconstrued that it's
No,
just for
yeah,
the adults. The
for
family
sure,
can
yeah.
go too. That's amazing. Yes, I
Yeah.
love that.
And we're also offering tickets the day of. So if you want to come up the day of, you just find yourself downtown, they're $29 at the door. Right now you can get them for $24 on all of our websites, Dupree Catering and themainonmain.com. But that's two separate websites. But yeah, so
That's okay. We can find them. But that's great that there's a deal if you get them ahead of time.
of course, yeah.
But if you miss it, it's still worth doing it that Saturday as well.
That's right.
Well, let's talk about the event venue in itself. Main on Main is right downtown.
That's right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're on the 15th floor, so it's the only venue of its kind in Lexington. You've got a nice 360-degree view of all of Lexington and beyond. We outgrew Dupree Catering owns the Main on Main, and Dupree's been around for about 35 years.
Sure.
And as we outgrew the kitchen, we were looking for a larger kitchen, and this happened to be available. And at one time was a Lafayette Dinner Club, and there's a lot of history to our location. So we still do all of the off-premise catering, but over the last 2 years, the Main on Main, the city's just embraced it and supported it, and so we like to do weddings and corporate events and charity events there, but throughout the year we like to do what we call pop-up events, and this is an example of that, where it doesn't have to be by invitation only. You can come, and whether it's a 5-course dinner with wine pairings, or in this case the Irish, and we have other things planned throughout the year.
You guys stay busy
We do.
because just Dupree Catering in itself covers so many events, private parties around town because it's been around so long.
Yeah.
And then to add this on and just do such a fantastic job. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a great team.
I feel like too when I'm downtown, I don't miss anything when I'm at your spot because you can see everything going on.
Yeah.
So you're really not missing anything. So you said there's some music going to be there as well. Live bands, live music.
Live acoustic.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was
for
wondering
this
what
event.
type of instruments were going to be there because sometimes people say music and I'm thinking, oh, DJ, but no, you're saying live. So
Live,
St.
yeah,
Patty's Day
yeah.
vibes everywhere.
Adam, if he goes, he has to do an Irish jig, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
that's true.
What's that look like, Amber?
You can watch. We did it before. But all of that, it's just a really, really fun day. Everybody's
Yeah.
feeling good about it. Do we have to dress in any kind of a special dress code?
You don't have to, but
We definitely
But,
encourage green.
but
Yeah, we definitely encourage green, but come however you are. Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to get pinched,
Yeah, you don't
people.
wanna
So wear green, and you don't want the cops coming out for
No.
anybody pinching. So wear green, just to make it comfortable for everybody. Well, what other pop-up events do you have maybe coming up that we can kind of look out for?
yeah, we like to work with local farmers, and so whenever we do our events, and whether they're plated meals, we'll through Jane, our executive chef, she'll come up with the menu. Then we'll talk to our local wine reps or our bourbon reps,
And bring them all
and try
in.
to have where the pairings go perfectly.
So much
for each
going on.
course. And
Where do we get tickets again?
yeah, tickets are on Eventbrite.
Yes. Our Facebook page, The Main on Main, or DupreeCatering.com.
Thank you both so much for being here. We're
Thanks
going
for
to
having
cheers to.
After an